Hello everyone. Let's backtest last week's trace and let's see what percentage we would have gotten if we actually followed our rules. So from this particular structure, we have price going to the upside, creating higher highs and higher lows, and then eventually took out our low. Now, is this a valid low? In my opinion, yes, it's a valid low. And what is a valid low for me? A valid low is when the previous low is taken out. So since this low is taken out and has actually closed below, as you can see from here, now all I'm looking for to confirm this as a low is a new low, a new lower high to be formed, and it's a new lower high formed yet, not yet at all. So let's see how a new lower high will be formed. So I take my trades from 6 a.m. and I would like to see to have some trades around this area. This is a very long wick and I will consider it as an order block, because last week I considered it as inducement and I think it didn't actually do what I wanted it to do. And then when I looked through, I realized that price created what do you call it, price swept below the previous structure and gave us this wick, so we can consider this as an OB. Besides, in the lower time frame, it will become it can be a huge candle with an imbalance, as you can see from here. Let's see whether we'll find that huge candle on the lower time frame. So as you can see, this candle right here, and when you even go when you even go further, you realize that it becomes a candle on its own. As you can see, from this 1 minute structure, you can see it is a full body, it is a full candle on its own right here. There is no imbalance up until here. Price was taken out. So with that, we take our entries on 15, and on 15 minutes you already know what we're looking for. We're looking for price to deliver, and what we should see is if either price takes out the high, if price takes out this particular high right here, or maybe if it gives us a reason around this zone or this area to sell. So let's see how price plays out. So whilst price approaching that area, you need to always be keen to price and watch what price is doing. So over here, price created a new low, as you can see. So let's see, that's lower time frame lows, by the way, and price gave us a rejection candle ahead. So I would like to see a bearish candle, a bearish engulfing candle, before this becomes a really valid area to sell. If price takes out this low, we can consider it as an area to buy as well, but then everything has to be on candlestick confirmation at this point. Okay, so price didn't go as low as we did expect, but created a new low. And why would I call this a low? Because it took out the low of this previous candle, and we'll have this low created. So now let's see how price reacts to this area. Now I have, if I take this trade here, my stop loss can be above this place, all right, and I will also have some trend line from the top where price can also be added, where, let me see, on this one, around this area. So that's what I'm looking out for right now. So a new candle can be created. I would like to see an engulfing candle, by the way, or I would like to see price closing above this wick before I can consider this a sell. All right, so price did close above. Now what am I looking out for? All I'm looking out for is that I want to see if price can give me a favorable area to enter without risking too much. If I enter from here, I will have 20 pips stop loss, which is not bad, but then it's all my confirmations right. So I will call this my order block. I have my order block or my point of interest. Then I have my candlestick pattern. Price took out the previous low, but then our high has been confirmed because right now we are trying to catch a reversal. So this trade, if I want to target, I will be looking out for 1:2 minimum. That's what I'll be looking out for. So that will be around here, but you have to really be cautious on how you're going to go about this. So with this one, for instance, let's see how price goes. So price took out the low of the previous candle. Now if it gives us confirmation, let's see how price goes. So this would have been a nice entry from here with the OB, and price went in smoothly. So as you can see, price gave us a nice sell to the downside, but then reached our end of day, so would have closed around this place. So that would have been 0.69 or 0.7. Then we'll have our trade and wait for the next day. So this is 6, so we're waiting for the next day 6 to look for new opportunities. Alright, so price has reached the next day 6, but then you realize that while price was going down, price took out the inducement. So this was our break of structure from here, and this was our inducement. And as you can see, this inducement being taken out, or you can even consider this your inducement area, but then I will take this. It's this candle right here though, but it has wicked out, so I will yeah, it is this one wicked out by this, but then confirmed with this one, but we couldn't take a trade during that time. Then price eventually took out the other low from here. So price closed below this one, so this is the new low. You can do this, so you can just add another structure. So now what we have here is our new inducement being created during the ascent session. So price didn't sweep that area but kept on dropping. Now what is the time? So around 6 o'clock, price opened a new price, and let's see, we want a favorable area to enter. Price should give us a favorable area to enter. Yes, so this is what I'm looking for. So if price does go and try to retest or take out this previous inducement, that will be fine. I think this is still the inducement because this candle low has been taken, so we do have price to give us favorable enter. So this entry is nice for me, a nice candle. What are my reasons for entry? I have my candlestick pattern close psychological level, and then I have my other confirmation that are confirmed. So 1:2 as well, like the previous one. So one thing you need to know is that with this one, I only take market orders, because I like to have the whole thing in control. So I want to always confirm everything before any entry. So that's why I take market orders. So let's see how price goes. Price is consolidating and eventually took out, I think it slightly took out the previous low. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so price took out this low, and then it would have stopped us out from this one. Yes, now since it has stopped us out, and this is also an inducement area, what we will be looking for is, this is not an order block. If you ask me per how I trade, I will only look for candlestick pattern to take this trade for a sell, right? And the price give us that. So price has taken out our major low, so let's still wait to see. So I think from this point I will be looking at this this order block. So if price reaches around this area, or if price give us a candle to confirm. So since this is the inducement, the order block is, this order block is not confirmed. There is no order block here that is actually confirmed, because all is filled. Now the only one that is not filled is this one right here. So let's see how price reacts to that place. So I have to take it slow. All right, so it has tapped into it. I would like to see an engulfing candle, right? That's what I would like to see. And this is not engulfed. Another one. Okay, so with this one I'll then take my sell around here, 11 pips, so I can just make it 15 pips. Then TP be 1:2, and we had -1 over here just from this place, so let's take note of that. So that -1 actually covered this one, because okay, it didn't cover this one. This one would have managed a particular structure. Okay, so this would have been a nice trade. SL at break even as always, and then TP hit before our time of closure to go out of the market. So now I have plus 2, sorry, plus 1, I guess, because 1 minus 1 was taken already. So this one here will cover with this. So let's make that known. Let's put something to represent the stop loss being hit, and then let's look for new opportunity. So over here, is there any other thing we look out for? I think market's already getting to 6 p.m. so I will leave it and then wait for the next day, 7. So this was Tuesday, so this is what I was supposed to trade. So let's go on Wednesday and see what would have happened. Now on Wednesday, good, all right, good. So on Wednesday, our inducement level would have been exactly on here. Okay, this would have been my inducement level. As you can see, all these are weak, there's no break of structure. This one could have been considered probably, but I'll go with this. Or better still, if this is valid, then look at the previous candle low. So we do have this. So if I do get a confirmation for around this area and everything candlestick pattern, I'll be taking it. But it isn't clear as I want it, so I might just ignore it and move on. Just like I mentioned, it isn't clear to my knowledge, so taking this one as a sell, it wouldn't be fair to me. So let's go. There'll be other opportunities on the way, so we shouldn't worry about that. Okay, so price took out this particular inducement over here, and as you can see, so right now we are going towards to this area. So this new inducement was created with this, right? And then we do have price giving us a new area. So what we should know is that I think this trade was what I took the last time, which was a win. Not all, I think I had 1.5 or was it 1% or something like that I made. I posted everything live on my charts. So this was on Wednesday. Now let's see how price crosses this. So price wicked it, giving us a sell vibe. Alright, so at this point most people will sell, okay, but what I mostly want to see is actually how price continues with the next candle. All right, and as you can see, the next candle wasn't bullish, so I stay out of it, and then we move on. Then price took out, so as you can see, when price took out this, it took out the previous candle low, so you can consider this as an inducement. So I think I learned the mistake somewhere from this. That's the glory of backtesting. So this one becomes a change of character in a way. Then price closes bearish, and then we have to go this with this particular order block, and then we wait. So if I'd want to take a trade from here, wait, candlestick closure, close bullish for me, baby. Exactly. Then over here I take this trade 1:2. Actually, I should have had my trade this way, a bit lower, not this one, because this is something that I should have taken consideration of, even though price did this thing and I was inside. So I had all this move, and I think I closed early. All right, so I should have hit TP with this small thing here, but then I didn't. I didn't take the trade. Like I didn't actually make my calculations right to my with my what do you call it, with my other block, and then I took it on this low. So I'm now trying to minimize my stop loss numbers to be able to maximize more on my TP. So that trade, I think it was here, or was it, no, I think it was this one here. So let's look at the outcome, and then we'll see. So everything was actually journaled. I made sure to journal everything, all of my trades this time around. I'm not going to joke around with my journaling. I'm going to be very consistent. You can see the stop loss was right below, which shouldn't be so. This one I took it to my phone because there was light out on my end. I took it below, and I even added more space to it, a buffer. All right, we just wanted to be safe, and I caught only 1% of that trade, which wasn't fair to me. You get it? But if I had decreased it to around this area, I think it should have been nice to catch all this move here. uh, so all this move would have been caught, and I would have still been in business. If I say business, you know what I'm talking about. So yes, let's go further, and then we look for another trade. On that same day we had a nice win, so we would have been looking for another trade, by the way. So let's take out this line. So we have new inducement over here being created. Okay, we have new inducement, which is this one. So we want this. There's no other block actually created. We have a place here, but then since it's mitigated by this wick, so we should be looking out for around these areas. New inducement. So the next day we wait for the next day to take that trade, and so as we all can see, in the ninth, price took out this inducement as well. So then we would have just been, it is mitigated already, though everything is filled. So price will try to go to the unfilled areas to take those trades. So let's go, and nice, nice push, nice push, nice push. Okay, so from here, right, from here we are now going to be looking out for sells, sorry, buys, by the way. And let's see how price goes. If price takes out this low, since this one has already been mitigated, or if price gives me an engulfing candle to the upside, I'm taking it. All right, that'll be a nice buy. Good. So this one was valid. Let me just mark out this whole area to give me some little confidence that the trade was nice. Can I add another candle? If I miss it, I can get another opportunity. Okay, and nice. I like this. Now another candle to the upside, please. One more. Oh, one more. Not this. Okay, nice. Then I can take the trade from here. I buy. Stop loss can now be below this low. TP 1:2. Just short. Let's see how price goes. And just like that, price hits my TP. But I didn't actually journal this. Besides, I didn't take it on my Profit account, so I didn't journal it. Regardless, it should have been a nice trade. Okay. Now there was news. Yeah, there was news, and then I was now in for sales. Okay, and you ask why am I looking for sales? Because this was a break of structure, and all these things were on another block, right? And the news buyers that I was looking at was sales for me. So this whole one here and the engulfing candle and everything, it made me look out for sales on this. But then one part of me didn't make me take it on the account I should have taken, which was my profit account. So I could have targeted this if I had wanted to, but I think I just managed to capture around this 1:2 or something like that. I can't quite remember, but it's more than 1:2. It was around 1:3, and for the reason they usually shoot straight into it. I was just watching all this unfold, and this was on the Thursday. So after this, price then started to go to the outside. I didn't trade after, but then price did this and took out the high. Then this was my new inducement. All right, and I would have been waiting for this to be taken out, but then price didn't. So price came around here, took out. This was my inducement. Now I'm looking forward for price to take it out. Good. So since price took this one out, I'm looking for a buy. Nice buy trade. So this is enough for the buy. I just marked these yellow lines today, so I could have taken it below this low, which is somewhere here. 1:2, and price just poof. But then I'll be closing around here. So 1.67. So we had only one loss. It would have, if we were going to follow all our rules, would have had only one loss. This trade wouldn't have been counted. and there would have been the only trades would have taken that would have been valid on our strategy aspect. Only one loss, then price continued. So let's see what Friday gives us. I'm sure Friday would be nice. Yeah, Friday was nice. Yes, I remember vividly, but I didn't trade on Friday. I just didn't take any positions. I didn't trade on Friday. Now Friday did this and gave us inducement. All right, I can just mark this whole thing since the low is not far from each other. But if I see small wick here, I'm taking it, man. And then we had this as an order block as well, so I can highlight the whole thing, but then there wouldn't be anything, so I'll just take it from this to slow. And price did this thing, roamed around for a while before the news came, then it shut down. You get it? This should poof, then right there, see that the price close bullish. Something like this is still valid and nice for the entry, but if you want, you can wait a bit for the next candle to come back, give an engulfing candle, sweep a little bit. This rejection is nice, you can just take it from here. Stop loss slightly below, and target 1 is to 2. Don't go too further. If it even give you more than that, usually I'll target the next psychological level, but 1 is to 2 is okay for me. Is that okay? I'm not going more than that. Something to, and I'll be done for the day. So you can see we are close to 6, and then prices go a bit and then start doing its thing. So this is what last week gave me, and then we are now on this week. So this is last week trace, as you can see, and everything was really on point. So I'll be taking the screenshot for my thumbnail. Yep, I'm not going to do any editing on just raw edit and everything. So TP, I'll be taking this out just to make things more realistic as it is supposed to be. Nothing was because this one I don't see it to be my study confirmation, but I took it anyway. I think I might have taken it based on instincts. I don't trade news, but news always goes my direction. So this was a nice trade. This is how it should have been taken, and everything is here. So if you want me to actually explain how my strategy works, then I think you will be seeing a video about it soon. Alright, so let's go.